I know I joined the best group of religious. I don't think there's a better group of religious men than the Salle brothers.
The brothers in the Philippines, it's a group of men that I have been very happy to live with. It's a group of men that I'm very proud of, second to none.
I was just like any typical student in De La Salle, Manila. I was a college student and I was a freshman in college.
I, by myself, I don't think I would have stepped up and said, I want to be a brother. The brothers, it's the friendship of the brothers to start with.
I joined the brothers for all the wrong reasons. I had been an altar boy for 3 years when I was about 9, 10 and 11, so I wanted to be a priest. But then in grade 6, along came a most wonderful brother, Brother Florence. He was a great teacher, and he also took us for sport, taught us rugby and cricket and took us swimming. And we kids just worship Brother Florence. So all my ideas of being a priest just forgot them. I was going to be a brother like Brother Florence.
The things that I liked the brothers were doing was that concern for some kind of education and to put things in order by those who knows how to teach them either in life or in good manners.
I think that's when the real vocation started to grow in me. It would not have grown, I would not have taken that step unless some of those brothers who were my friends practically pushed me into the brotherhood.
And I felt it was a journey to a future that I knew I was not going to worry about because God is already there. And since then till this moment, it's a commitment that I made and I have never turned my back.
I would say our batch were rather varied personalities, very varied personalities.
The 4 Filipino brothers, brother Roly, when I first met him, he was president of this and president of that.
We were 12 when we came in. 10 made first vows, 8 made final vows, and now after 50 years there are 4 of us as survivors. So that's Gus Boquer, Cris Moreno, Manny, Hillado, and I.
I would really also like to mention Brother Ceci. I cannot think of my batch without thinking of Brother Ceci.
I know Ceci is here. I'm sure he's here in spirit, laughing, and if he could talk, I'm sure he'll say something.
Brother Ceci was the nonconformist in the group.
You know, Cris, I guess if you were to describe him, he's been the builder. You know, he's built many of our schools and other, so he's really a great builder. And also a very good teacher, of course, a holy terror. You should talk to some of his former students in math. He was a holy terror.
I could teach also. They seem to like my teaching, though people think I'm so strict. But I think that I have a reason for being so, not only because of my temper and training, but I know in the long run it will be good for them.
What? How do you describe Gus? Well, he's the brother's brother. He's almost perfect as far as I'm concerned. Really, I mean, if you want to see what should a brother be like, and what should a good brother be like, Gus Boquer.
There were many challenges when you are a brother in different stages of your life. And the challenges sometimes can test your virtue of faith, your virtue of obedience, and even the way you look at things.
the more you teach in the Philippines, the harder it is to project our Catholic faith, our Catholic values. In other words, everything you see on TV is negating what we're trying to do in the classroom.
What went wrong with the Philippines? Why are we, compared to our Asian neighbors, why are we relatively poor and still, you know? And to me, it's very, very clear. The number one factor, really, if you, let's say, compare us to our Asian neighbors, is really leadership. We have not been blessed with really, you know, the kind of leadership that you need. No?
I think you know that the brothers have been very strongly involved in the move for good governance, honesty, transparency, and so on.
The brothers never run to the streets every day, but we do it at the right time when we have to. And when we do, people know that it's something serious because we have no personal agenda. Our agenda is we love what we're doing as a ministry in education, and as a ministry in education, we are responsible in transforming the lives of our people for what is right.
I think Salle has made some impact by the very fact that that Brother Amin was asked to become the Secretary of Education. So,
if some of you think that our present Secretary of Education is a little too political, well, I like to claim some responsibility for that, because he got his early training as a young brother in the Namphal days.
I think we have risked very much so that we can help this country become a more progressive, more honest country.
We were just a team. If we do it, if we always say I did this, then we're wrong. And that is what's the problem in the world today. Many of us in the world, we think that we're the only ones who can save the world.
We've got to turn out not God-fearing people. We also have to turn out loyal citizens of the country and with a social consciousness. In other words, with a heart for the poor.
How do you solve this problem? This problem of corruption, this problem of not caring for the environment. We believe that education of the young is the solution.
I have always hoped for the brothers to continue, especially I'm indoctrinated by Brother Andrew that we should be number one in academics.
As long as we continue to run our schools really well, no? Make sure they are really up to date, make sure they are relevant, and make sure they address the real social issues and real problems and not become, you know, ivory towers, you know, isolated.
We have to leave them with the situation that things in the Philippines are not as good as they could be, and I can make a difference, and God willing, one day I will make a difference.
With us, De La Salle Brothers, or Christian Brothers as we're called, Brothers of the Christian Schools, we do this in association with one another, and especially our Lasallian partners, our lay partners. They are marvelous people. They are a source of edification to us, and we appreciate their journey with us, their partnership. And today, LaSalle has been built on such firm foundations, and we're so proud of our Lasallian partners. They are a tribute to the nation and to our God.
Students today, well, I don't know, that it's always a mixed reaction or a mixed view in my mind.
Sometimes when I was in Australia as a young brother, I'd wake up on Monday morning and I'd say, oh my God, another week, especially in winter. But once I came to the missions, I never ever had that feeling, never. Every day was a joy. I rolled out of bed, went down to the chapel. I never woke up feeling, oh my God, another day, another week. I never had that, never. That was a great gift from God, you know.
We become much more alive when we are with the students. That is one thing I feel for myself. I think that is one thing that you will probably hear from most brothers.
I've got great hopes that in 10 years' time, we will have young brothers in every one of our schools teaching and encouraging and teaching in such a way that young kids sitting at their feet will be like me, sitting at the feet of Brother Florence and saying, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be like him.
Really, my feelings are just of great joy and gratitude that in spite of everything, I'm still here. I'm still a LaSalle brother, proud and happy to be one.
Also, I thank God for the 50 years well, I think we'll see, He'll keep me hopefully strong and healthy for the next 50.
I'm looking forward to celebrating and thanking God publicly for these 70 years, which have gone so fast. It's hard to believe. Yeah. They never dragged. I never had this, when is this year going to come to an end? It was never like that.
When we work together, and by and large, we do put our act together, we can do much more than any individual can ever do.
And I'll continue being of service to others, especially my love and devotion to the brothers. I love them dearly, and I'll continue doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I can do it even better. Better for them, better for the Institute, and better together with my LaSallian partners, my former students. And I know they're listening also, my former students. It's time for you to rise together and realize that now is the time for you to do something with the education you have received. Make yourselves a witness of what social transformation means for our nation, for our God, for the world. And believe me, it will come back to you over 100-fold in God's own time.
Well, I have no doubt that LaSalle will continue to play a major role in our country's march to greatness.